Hello everyone, I'm Saumya, and from Anamya Academy, I welcome you all to another insightful episode where we invite relevant people from different fields who come here, share ideas, and talk about things that need to be discussed. Today also we have one such personality in front of us. He's into Tantra, meditation, and yoga as a whole. He's a meditation expert, a relationship and a life coach as well. He has been into spirituality for more than 20 years now and has also published a book on spirituality and Tantra. Please welcome Mr. Aanurag Singh. Thank you for coming to our show, Aanurag. It's lovely to have you here.
Thank you.
What is psychic readings? Do you do that?
Psychic reading is nothing but to understand and read the subtle energies which are already present in this world.
All right. In this world or around people as well?
Yeah, so around people is a part of this world, right?
Right.
We are the part of this world. So this energy is very subtle. Only people who are so minute can understand and see that energy. Not everybody can see that energy.
So people who are awakened, they can see it.
Yeah, people who are awakened.
Or blessed maybe.
Yeah, could be both. Or could be either of them. They can see such energies. And whatever is happening in this material world first comes into the form of energy. And then manifests into this material world. So before it comes into the material world, they can see the energies from where it is coming. And that's how they predict that this is what's going to happen.
Right.
This is not magical. This is scientific. That they can see and read the energies before it is going to manifest into this material world. And that's called psychic reading.
So one can practice it.
Yeah, one can practice it also. One can also get this kind of understanding after doing a lot of sadhanas, or so many years of sadhanas. When they are too much into the spiritual sadhanas and in this field, it develops on its own. It's also a byproduct of some sadhana.
That's how spiritual people or, some people, they get it.
Yeah.
They know that something is going to happen before it happens.
Yeah. And psychic reading is not about telling something is going to happen, but it also the present moment, what is the energy of the person, of the things, of what it is, because everything is energy.
Everything is energy.
So the thing is that as a blind person cannot see things, but a person with eyes can see. So here in this spiritual context, this psychic reading can be done with the person who has an eyes.
So you can read all kinds of energies, bad energies also, like energies outside this world as well. Can that happen?
Sometimes, maybe, yeah, can't say fully.
Some people do that. They get visions and they can see some shadows around.
And the thing is that the best practice, the best way is not to say what I can do or what I can see, because this world is unlimited. And these energies are unlimited. So how can I say I can see the energies? Maybe I can see only 10% of the energies. And who can measure the full amount of energy? Is it 100? Is it 1,000? Or is it 1 lakh? So saying something about me that I can do this or I cannot do this, it's not the point to measure somebody. But if you get an answer, if you get something, some insight or some change and transformation in your life, then definitely you can follow that person.
But I want to talk about meditation because I think this is the point from where you start. Everybody starts their journey to inner self. What do you think, Aanurag, how do we shut our mind? How do we sit still? How do we do that? This is very difficult.
Okay, the thing is that this is a question that I keep getting from a lot of people, and I advise them none other than my course. So I don't think that I'm promoting my course, but the thing is that I have made my course in such a way there are techniques which does not have any visualization or any other kind of thing. So the techniques which I tell is based on nothingness. How to go into the state of nothingness and knownness, which is stillness. And when you meditate on such things, that you want to go into nothingness and stillness, the thought process will come down. And that's how you shut
Thought
yourself.
process will come down. It won't stop.
If it would stop, you would become realized.
Yes.
The moment it completely stops, you know everything.
So it never completely stops.
It will, but it will take time, maybe 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. Like Buddha or Jesus, their thought processes come down completely. Only when you would just cease your thought process completely, you would then know the reality.
And you also practice Tantra.
Yes.
Would you like to talk about it?
Tantra is, I'm talking about meditation. And tantric sexuality is also some of the things which I had opted. And I thought that it must be addressed at least in Indian society. Because in India is a very sexually suppressed country. People don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but we have the largest population.
And we have the largest population. We have the urge. We have Kama Sutra. We have everything. But then we don't want to show our desires like it is something bad. And if it is something bad, Rama was born out of something bad, or Krishna was born out of something bad. If that is bad, that means Rama or Krishna was bad, right? So that means this process is not bad. The way we look is completely bad, and that's how, and since we see and perceive things which brought you into this life, your entire life will be chaotic. The mental process will be completely chaotic, and that's what is happening. If you can accept that and respect that, you will also grow higher into spirituality and to yourself.
How do we do that?
Again, there are ways then you can do it.
Give us some insights, gist. It's coming from India, right?
Yeah, it's coming from
And
India.
still it's not popular in our country, and it's very popular
In the
all
West.
over the world.
Yes.
But we need to talk about it. So if you can tell our viewers exactly how this can change their lives.
The most important thing that I have found in Tantra is that it's not only to give respect to this particular things, but also to transform this energy so that you can use this energy, this sexual energy, for your immune system, for your consciousness, for your intelligence, and for your well-being.
Okay.
So that people are completely unaware of.
Right.
But the thing is that if we see that the same energy which can bring life into this planet can also bring lives into your life. That means it can also heal certain things in your life. Only you need to channelize your energy.
Right.
Channelize the sexual energy in a way so that it can become a guiding force for you. And like, okay, I have the fuel, but if I would put the fuel in F1 racing car, it will race. But you do not know how to put this into this racing car. And that's what I teach. That's what I tell. That how to put it into this, how to transform your energy. Otherwise, it's going haywire.
Right. Anurag, I want to ask you, like, what are the key features of sexual tantra, and how can men and also women benefit from it?
Okay, the thing is, in sexual tantra, what is taught is how to sublime your energy. How to sublime and transform your sexual energy. The energy that we feel down there and also in our genitals, that energy can be also transformed and go into the brain.
Okay.
And once it goes into the brain, it can create tremendous results. Like memory power can be increased, like your consciousness can be increased, your psychic ability can come up, and you can do wonders. Even if you're not able to meditate, it can help you go into the meditative states. It will also boost your immune system. You don't have to take any medicines. If you're practicing Tantra, then your immune system is already raised. And that's one of the most wonderful things that can happen. That means the medicine is there within yourself. But we do not know how to do it, how to make it. We do not know the the process of making it in our factory. The factory is there, but we are not making it. We're just taking it out from our body. Just feeling that thinking that this is only a bliss. It's not only a bliss, but it's a creative force. If we can just utilize it in a way, it can make changes into your being. So that can happen in men's body and also in women's body, in both the bodies.
So they have to practice it daily? Or
Yeah,
just
they have to
like
practice.
they know
There are small little practices. They don't have to practice like 1 hour or 2 hours, sometimes 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes. And the best part of it, they don't need a partner.
All right.
They need to do it everything on their own body, in their own private space.
Okay.
Just like any meditation or any of the yoga practices, the Tantra practices is also firstly done on your own body. First of all, you need to make your body in a way so that they can take higher energies. And Tantra practices is to acclimatize your body so that you can then practice Tantra with others, with your wife or whatever.
All right. So does it cure diseases as well?
It definitely cures diseases. It cures like PME, like premature ejaculations and erectile dysfunction, and also the cyst in women's body. Everything it actually
PCOS,
addresses.
that's very popular.
Yes. Because there are practices related to that organ, which you would not find it anywhere else. Also, not in the medical sciences.
It's so strange that it's coming from India, but we are not practicing it enough. Osho used to practice this, or it's one of...
Osho always used to say, but he never disclosed the practices, I believe. And somebody says that only is because of the Indian society, they confined this Tantra that time also for Westerners only. And that was a strange thing.
Is it getting popular now? Like it is...
It's getting popular, but still not that popular. And also I tell you, it's not for everybody. It's for people who really want to raise their consciousness. Because if you're not serious enough, you would just go into the sexual act and would not transform your energy. And that's what is also happening.
Right.
Like on the name of Tantra, they are practicing sexually, but that's not what it is. It's about bringing your energy up, transforming your sexual energy into the energy of love and consciousness.
All right.
You can only do that when you are away from the sexual act. You are not involved into it. And most of the people are completely involved into it. And when they are involved into it, they cannot go up. And I think most of you see everywhere, sex is the center point. When sex is the center point, even if they would be practicing, they would only practice to make this sex life better and not their spiritual life better.
Yes.
And that's how they misunderstand it.
That is very insightful and a very unique practice, I would say.
Right.
So how much time does it take, your courses, your modules?
Yeah, I offer 1 month of course, which is an online course. And and there are practices different for men and women. They can do it. I just only tell them they have to do practice on their own, in their own private space. I only just tell them the practice and they see the results within their body. It's just like a transformation of the energy, how you're feeling. That's all the course is all about.
Okay. All right. One question. This is my question. I think all working professionals would want to ask this, that how can we incorporate meditation or some kind of spiritual practice into our very busy lives? How do we do that?
I think everybody in the corporate world must opt for the meditation practice, because meditation is the only way right now for them to calm down their mind. And how they can calm down their mind is just because
because all of us are very stressed. There is so much pressure.
Yeah.
From all over, whether it's work or relationships, nothing is stable.
Right. So what I can understand is stress is nothing but the product of a lot of thoughts and a lot of chaotic thoughts in our minds.
Yeah.
And somehow if you can decrease that, somehow if you can diminish that, your stress level will also go away.
So what is your unique way to meditate? Or do you have one set selling technique that always works.
Yeah, I actually always tell them people to do meditation which is on the nothingness. And I also give people the kind of meditation which will lead you to the state of knownness. So if you work onto this, definitely your thought process will come down. Then automatically your stress will come down.
And someone who has not done meditation ever, what is your suggestion to that person? How should that person start?
Then also, there are techniques that I tell them, or they can opt from anywhere else where the meditation is based on nothingness and not on any visualization technique.
It's purely breath work, right?
Not the breath work. It can be breath work, it cannot be breath work. Breath work is only one tiny part of this process, because there are 112 different kinds of techniques given in this Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. And I tell you, this Vigyan Bhairav Tantra is a conversation of Lord Shiva and Goddess Parvati. So this is how pure it is. And when Goddess Parvati asks Lord Shiva, then why people are in grief and in pain in this world and what's a way out? Then Lord Shiva says, these are the 112 techniques you can apply onto yourself and feel the result. I cannot tell you. This is how he actually explained it to the world.
So people from all over the world are practicing in it, and or is it happening in India also, and they are coming to India to practice it? Or the gurus are going abroad and, popularizing it? Like, how is it working?
Yeah, a lot of people are working onto this, but very few people are working on Vigyan Bhairav Tantra, because this meditation technique will directly take you into the state of knownness. And that people are missing. People are working on other techniques, visualization techniques.
It is knownness, N-O.
Yes.
Knownness.
Nothingness.
Nothingness.
Yes.
Okay. All right. And is like mindfulness, we talk about it a lot, that be mindful. This is also a kind of spiritual practice or a meditative state. What do you have to say on that? How can we be mindful? Because the mind is always talking. It doesn't stop.
Mindful means to be into awareness. That is mindful, nothing else. When somebody says be mindful, that means be aware. And if you are aware, then you can create your life. Only when we are unaware of things, we do not know where to go. So this is called mindfulness. So the more you practice that I'm into awareness and then performing my things, the more you will evolve into the spiritual understanding.
I also want to ask about, a lot has been said around energies and chakras and whatnot.
Right.
What is your take on it? What exactly this is?
Energy is a very important topic. Without energy, nothing happens. Everything is nothing but energy. Even quantum physics says everything is energy. And even if I would just say you're not there, it would not be wrong, because you're nothing but energy.
A lot has been said around it and about it. What is your take on it? What is it exactly?
See, everything is energy. And without energy, we cannot do anything in the material world or also in the spiritual world. So, if we minutely observe that what we are doing here in this world is just nothing to take more energy. Everything is a form of energy. I am a form of energy. This oxygen that I am taking, that's also energy. Yes. The imagination that we have is nothing also but energy. Subtle energy. Love that we feel from the other person is nothing but the form of energy. So everything is evolving around energy. Since everything is energy, what I believe is that existence itself is nothing but an energy. So energy is everything. The more you take energy, the happier you are. And what you're doing in spirituality is also gaining a lot of energy. And how you're gaining a lot of energy? You're taking energy in the form of pranic energy.
What is pranic energy?
Pranic energy is one of the most minute particles of the energy system.
Okay.
So we know that everything has like electron, proton, and neutron. But the thing is that when we break that atom and we break it atom into electron and proton and neutron, it's not the last end result. If we break this proton, we also see there are quarks. It will break into quark. And then scientists also found it that it's not quark, but you just break the quark and you'll find a strings. So everything is made of a string. We are nothing but strings. And all these strings have these dimensions. Everything is there within us. And that string, since it is a string, definitely it must have been made with some of the particles. And that tiny particles is prana energy. That prana energy is the linkage between this material world and the spiritual world. This prana energy is creating this life and the world. It is through the evolution, through the pranic energy, you just get away from the material world.
What are the ways to raise our vibration?
Meditation.
Yes.
Be into awareness and right choices. When you make right choice, then you take right energy within your body. Like I have an option. If I would just go in the evening, I have two options. I can meditate and have healthy food, and the night will be full of blissful state, or I can go party and have a lot of boozing. And if I would do that, definitely I would feel good, but the next day I will be down. Yeah. So the end result is I am ruining my body. When you're ruining your body, you do not have any energy left for anything other than your body to do anything else.
It is so amazing that we are talking about all of this, not just us. A lot of us are talking about it. A lot of us are practicing it. We listen to these lines a lot, many times that, I'm a spiritual person. I'm not a very religious person, but I am a spiritual person. People are intrigued. They're talking about it. What I mean to say is the concept is evolving in the modern world. Mm-hmm. What do you have to say about it?
Spiritual person means maybe what they mean to say is that
what is the future of spirituality and how will it evolve in the modern world in future?
So in order to move into spirituality, you need to have a certain materialistic success, so-called materialistic success, in order to recognize the path of meditation and spirituality. So all of the people right now...
Can we balance both the world that we are living in?
Yes.
And also the spiritual side?
Yes. I think Krishna was the greatest example of it.
Please elaborate on this.
Yeah, Krishna was just like in the beginning, he was just stealing. People say, how can a god steal? Like he's stealing makhan, like butter and all. And then he was just stealing clothes of girls. How can a god do this?
And many friends, girlfriends.
And many girlfriends, not only one girlfriend. Like many girlfriends. Oh my god, he has one main girlfriend and so many girlfriends. He's like a crook.
Yeah.
Because the thing is that they don't know the reality of Krishna. And then he killed somebody. His own mama he killed. And then he asked Arjun to kill everybody. I can't do that. Krishna is not my god. He is not the right person. What I am the right person is just like, okay, I can always be surrender and all these things. But the thing is that the real spirituality is not surrender. The real spirituality is what Krishna has done. Because polarity, men and women are made to come closer so that the evolvement can happen. The process of evolution can happen. And the birth can take place so that you can sustain in this world. And if you can only stop there, that means fundamentally you're thinking wrong.
Yeah. You've also been a yoga teacher. You have practiced yoga, taught yoga. what do you have to say about yoga as a whole or yoga as a whole? Meditation is a part of it?
See, everything what I have been speaking is on yoga.
Yeah. Because people say yoga is all about asanas, and that's about it.
Asana is the preliminary part of yoga, and the real meaning of yoga is to connect you to God. When you do yoga, that means you connect. So there are two things in this process. First is you, another one is the existence or God or whatever you want to say, or higher consciousness. When two things meet, the process of yoga takes place. And that can happen it's not important that for this you need to do asanas. Asanas is just a preliminary state. And sometimes people do not follow asanas and still they go in higher states of yoga, which is meditation.
But asanas also help?
Definitely
it is also
helps.
Meditative?
Yes, it also helps because it just cleans your body.
Because it is mostly breath work. You are in the process of meditation because your body is in sync with your breath.
Yeah, you can, but that's not a very deep level of meditation. Basically, asana is more of to make and nourish your body, make your body well. Because only on the well-maintained body you can meditate. Otherwise, you can't meditate. You have some disease and then you can't even erect your spine, and when you meditate, you can't. So that's why asana is important. But asana is not the goal.
Yeah. So if I have to ask you, will spirituality help in treating diseases? That's when yoga comes in picture.
Yes and no. Because spirituality is very good to evolve yourself. Once you evolve yourself, your consciousness evolves, you know the cause of your suffering, and that is in itself a great relief. And that insights you will keep getting in the process of a spirituality. But if I would just say that only to cure my body I am doing spirituality, that might not give you the right results. Because spirituality is not to cure your body. Spirituality is to cure your inner being, your thought process. And once the thought process is cured, all of the outer things automatically gets cured. And what is not cured is not needed also, and it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's so nice. How can we be satisfied through spirituality?
Okay, this is a good question. Along with meditation, you should perform certain mudras in your life on everyday basis. So that mudras will give you
like this one
energy.
Yeah, and any
this
other?
Is one of the. There are several mudras. So choose some mudras or one mudra and start practicing. The good part about the mudra is that you don't have to work out, you don't have to be sweaty. You just sit there for 10 minutes and just place your fingers in a certain manner and then feel the energy is rising within yourself.
Can you just show us 2-3 mudras, different
mudras? Okay,
mudras?
So one very simple mudra is this called Prana Mudra. That's Prana Mudra. Is whenever you feel weak, you do this mudra.
Whenever we feel
weak, or whenever you feel lethargic, tired, when you're from the office after 5 o'clock, you're down and you're completely down and you're home and you think, okay, man, I have to cook also, or I have to do this also, but you don't have that much of energy left.
And we do
so
this
you can
for
do
how
this.
long?
You can just do this for 10 to 15 minutes. Just close your eyes and sit there. You'll feel the difference.
All right.
It's one of the powerful mudras that you can change. But also, it depends which mudra is suitable to your personality. It's not that every mudra is suitable to everybody's personality. And that's how the work of the
How will
facilitator.
we get to know which mudra is suiting?
Either you can just try different mudras on your own, or you can just take the help of a facilitator. The facilitator would help you. They will just see your auras, and according to your aura, he will just pick one mudras which is best suited to your energy.
Any other mudra?
Any other mudra. You can also do Yoni Mudra. Yoni Mudra is not only giving you an energy, but the
what
inner
is Yoni
energy.
Mudra?
Yoni Mudra is a little difficult. Probably you might not be able to understand it here, but this is done like this. So when you just crisscross these fingers like this and connect these fingers, and this one, which is your index finger, would just connect, and your thumb would connect like this. And if you do this and you place it on your lap, yes, on your lap, but you need to sit crossed legs on the ground. And when you're sitting on the ground, you also need to put something mat. Otherwise, the energies that you're receiving from the environment will go down into the earth.
Okay. We have to meditate in this mudra?
No, you don't have to meditate.
Just sit like this.
Meditation would automatically happen.
Yes.
You just need to, that's why I said meditation must automatically happen. And that's what I also stress and teach into my teachings, that meditation is not something that you do, but it should happen automatically. So when you do this, the meditation takes place.
Yes. Talk a little more about affirmations.
Affirmation is a very good thing to train your subconscious mind. And when you keep on doing affirmations, you'll change or rewire your brain. And what happens in the brain reflects into the outside world. It's very useful in the health zone. If you have some diseases or ailments or something, especially anxiety, worries, stress, depression, and if you perform meditation and affirmation on everyday basis, especially affirmation, then it will just rewire your brain and you will see the difference.
Okay.
It's not that, okay, I have done it, I don't know whether it's happening or not. You will feel the difference within a day.
Within a day.
Within a day. In the morning you've done, in the evening you'll feel, oh, I'm feeling something different, something confident. And that's how you will realize that it is working. So the way to do affirmation is, you need to say repeatedly whatever you want to say in a present moment. So suppose I want to feel healthy within myself. So what you can say, I am feeling healthy right now.
Right.
This is the affirmation. And then you need to keep repeating it like 100, 200 times. Right after you wake up and before going to bed. When you do that, your inner brain will start changing. And then you need to do it like 15, 20 days and you definitely see the difference.
Right.
But when you do that, there are 3 things that you need to do. When you say it, you need to say out loud so that your entire senses are hearing. Secondly, you need to also at the same time believe it, what you are saying it. And third thing, you are also on your inner mental plane visualizing it, what you want as a result.
There can be a problem when it comes to believing, but I think if we keep repeating it, the brain will automatically believe it after a certain time.
It can only become a problem believing when you do not take this as a process. You are into reality and you think this is the reality and how it can be changed. No, this is a process. Follow the process as it is. Don't get into this how it can be done. It's not like this, but why I'm saying this. If you just remove all these things, obstacles from your mind, whatever you're doing as a process, then things will be much more easier.
All right. Thank you so much, Aanurag, for coming to my studio and gracing us with your presence. This was a very insightful session for me, and I'm sure for our viewers also. The answer is the same. Everything is within you. You just have to find out who you are.
Thank you for having me here as well. And why I'm also delighted is just because through us, this message would also go across many people and many people would just benefit. Because I also see the pain in everyone's life nowadays that people are looking for answers, but they are not getting it.
Yes.
And I was also just thinking how to just put across my words, the things. And this is the platform and it's amazing. Thank you for having me once again here. And I'm so happy that you invited me.
Thank you so much, Aanurag. I'm sure we'll invite you once again because there are so many things that need to be talked about and discussed, but for some other episode. Thank you so much for watching. This is Saumya from Anamya Academy signing off.